Well, this is a glass house situation for me. My real test is when I go into a BJP area, where the BJP discourse is the main discourse. Here I am comfortable, there's no problem here. But when I go into a small town in Rajasthan, for instance, and the discourse is a BJP discourse, how effectively can I then at least place my argument for consideration is a challenge. So today political education is vitally important, which means today's political education means economic education. It means sociological education. It also means questioning the notion of governance. It means questioning our role in governance. It means questioning corruption. It means questioning arbitrary governance. It means this entire package. And all of us have talked with the people we work with in isolated bits. We've never taken the entire package to them and said, look, you and I are friends. Let's sit down and talk about the entire thing. And do it on scale like Gandhi did. When you do it on scale like Gandhi did, there will be a change. And you and I will become irrelevant, which is the best thing. But for that change to occur, we have to work very hard to take it into all sorts of fora. And I don't think we should limit ourselves. And there I think something we have to learn from both these World Bank and other people. And people like, it's the aircraft. Where we have to learn from people we do not like, people whose policies we don't like. But look at their strategies. They will dialogue with anyone. Carter will write to me. He doesn't mind inviting me to come and speak to him, even though he knows I'm against it. Who's the ex-resident rep of World Bank. After we made it very clear that we wanted to have nothing with the World Bank, they still invite us. Point is, they want to convince you. Now, we should want to convince people. We should enter into dialogue, even if we don't like what people are saying. We'll have to go into areas where we've kept ourselves, we've practiced a kind of untouchability. We don't go to certain places. Apart from extreme right-wing or, people who are minority haters or Dalit oppressors, which is say 10% of India, 90% of India is ambivalent. We need to go into every discourse. And I think somewhere we have not done it. We've kept ourselves away from public discourse, popular discourse. We have to go into popular discourse and state our point of view. Go into that and talk. And I now believe that if you talk to 100 people, 6 change, 5 change, 10 change, they at least start thinking. And that's a great thing. And I remember one dialogue that we had in the MKSS when we had a slogan saying, Trishul nahi, talwar nahi, kaam ka adhikar chahiye, in BJP Rajasthan. So an ABVP group met us. And they were taken with the enthusiasm of our cultural activities. We have very strong lampooning and semi-humorous but very hard-hitting political statements. So they got attracted by all this and came, and one of those young men came and said to me, how can Trishul and how can you say this? It's your dharma and it is your country. So I didn't say, I'll have nothing to do with you. I said to him, do you believe in nuclear war? He said, yes, I believe that there should be atom bombs, nuclear bombs, any bombs. We need bombs. And it's a very important thing that we should have that. Then I said to him, if you believe in that, what will your Trishul do? If you believe in that kind of warfare, what's your Trishul going to do? I don't believe in that warfare and we can have a separate argument, but your Trishul is useless. And so far as religion is concerned, I don't think you're understanding your own religion properly. Because that is supposed to be kept in a temple. It's not supposed to be contaminated by you and others. If it was, your great-grandparents would have taken it out of the temple. It's still in the temple. Why did you bring it out? You're committing the first sacrilege. So you are both defying your own religion and not understanding what your arguments are about security of the state. So why do you need it? And why do you need it at all? You need food, you need employment. Do you know where you're going to get employed? That's your first debate. First concern, not whether you're going to destroy another religion or another community. Kargil, there are heroes in Kargil, but there are bigger and brighter heroes in this village where you live and in the town where you live. whom you don't know, because you never see it as heroic to fight poverty, heroic to fight corruption, heroic to stand up and speak when everybody is against you. Requires far more heroism than going to Kargil as a paid soldier and fighting for a salary. So what is the notion of heroism? So when we said all that to him, he said, well, I'll have to think about it. So we said to him, all right, you think about it, but think. Don't dismiss it. So I think that space that there is in people's minds, we are very dismissive, I think, and we have to have patience. We have to take it into the public discourse. Same with the World Bank with funding. Let's go to people who disagree with us. Let's start talking to them. Let's start saying, okay, it doesn't matter if you don't agree with me, but just listen to my argument. Listen to what I have to say, because I speak from facts. Here are the facts. So that's how the Delhi Jal Board thing became so powerful amongst even the resident welfare associations, because you take the documents. And I think right to information is a facilitator in starting this dialogue. Because then instead of saying it's my opinion, it's a data sheet, it's an opinion, it's a piece of paper. So from there a dialogue begins, and I think, I personally and MKSS also believes that this kind of dialogue now is going to be an important political tool. And with our sarpanchas, with all of them, everybody, corruption will have to be fought, but political parties will exist if you want a democracy. They have to be made accountable, they have to be made transparent. They have to be made completely accountable, not in terms of money, but in terms of electoral promises, in terms of what they bring back to the village, what questions they ask in the assembly, in the Lok Sabha. Every single thing will have to be worked out. That's why I said it has to be pluralistic, because I know lots of people are now totally immersed in the whole business of electoral politics. Let them do it. So I won't do it, but I'll support them. But I understand their arguments. Like they'll understand mine. I'll understand the fish workers' arguments, so I'll never work with them. They'll have to understand our arguments, so they'll never work with us. So this kind of broad political understanding, the base will have to be built. And as filmmakers, you can all do a lot to take this to everybody. Yes, because there is no prescription, but there is a process. And this process is very important.